Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be sharing Fiji style lamb curry without any oil. Now in terms of my ingredients, I've got some onion. I've got one onion that I've thinly diced. I've got some curry leaf. I've got 1 teaspoon of palau masala. Now that's optional. I've got some coriander, which I will be using at the end. I've got ginger, garlic and chili paste. That's according to taste. And then I've got some salt as well. Now in terms of my spice dabba, I will be using 1 teaspoon of sarso, which is your mustard seed. I'll be using 1.5 teaspoons of jeera, which is your cumin seed, and I'll be using 1 teaspoon of methi, which is your fenugreek seed. I'll also be using 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and I'll be using 2 teaspoons of masala. Now a lot of people ask me what masala I use. This is just a normal standard Fiji masala that we all know. And then I've got about 1.5 to 2 kgs of lamb. Now in my pan, I've got my pan on medium to high heat. I'll add in my lamb and I'll let that cook off. Now just making sure you're coming through and just stirring it occasionally. And what you're really wanting to do here is just making sure that the water that gets released from that lamb is dried off. You want it to get evaporated and you want it to dry off. And depending on the amount of meat you're using, your pot, and your heat, the cooking time will vary. So for instance, for me, it had taken me about 15 to 20 minutes to get to this stage. Now that my lamb has nicely browned, what I will do is I'll start adding in all my ingredients. So I've added my onion and curry leaf in there, and you'll see that I've kind of loosely just torn off some of the leaf there just so that it can release its fragrance. And then I've added my jeera, methi and sarso to that. What I'll now do is I'll add in my chili, garlic and ginger paste. That's according to taste, and then give it a nice stir. Every time you add on anything, just making sure you're giving it all a nice stir, and this is when your house will start smelling really good, really yummy. I'll add in my turmeric, my masala, and that's 2 heap teaspoon, and then my salt according to taste. And then I'll put the heat down to medium to low heat. And what I want to do is now I actually want all these spices to fry off, and so again, depending on your pot and your heat, the time will vary. So for instance, for me, it had taken me about 5 to 10 minutes at this stage where I fried off everything. Now you could add your kara masala, which is your cinnamon stick, your star anise, your clove and all that stuff as well, if you want to, when you're adding in all the spices. And if you're adding that, then you can just skip the palau masala stage. Now all you need to do is just keep adding your water, and you just want to cook off your lamb. Now and just making sure you're stirring it occasionally. So there we go. My first lot of water is dried off. Now what I'll do is I'll add in my palau masala. So if you want, you could add in palau masala just a little bit, or you can add some more masala as well. Again, this step is totally optional. You don't need to add this if you don't want to as well. We'll give it a stir, and what I'll do is I'll cook off the palau masala for a bit before I add a bit of my before I add additional water to this. So there we go. And it takes me, and I'll cook it for about 5 minutes, and now I'll add in water. So I've added in some more water, and we'll cover that up and then just let that cook. And that's my lamb done. That's the gravy consistency we want, because we will be eating it with some rice. Now to that, what I'll do is I'll add in my coriander. You can add kasuri methi, or you can add some chopped up curry leaf now as well. So that's all done. Now if you like my channel, if there is anything else that without oil you're wanting me to post up, do let me know. Also feel free to like, share and subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want me to post. Cool. Take care guys. Bye.